it's a little bit dark. It's 5 a.m. around here. Did some breath work already, heading out to the gym. Why? Because that's how I get in charge of my own frequency. You are king of your own kingdom, and this video you're gonna learn how to control your own frequency and drive it up. Let's get it. Alright, I want to welcome everyone to this episode. This is gonna be one hell of a ride. This is a conversation and a content that is designed for people who are ready to be responsible in their frequency, right? This requires pretty much a full-time focus of yourself constantly to make sure that you know what is going into your energetic body. It is well known that we have different bodies, right? We have the physical body, we have the mental body, we have the emotional body, we have the spiritual body, right? And each of them encompasses even more of us, and how certain things affect us on a physical level, they are also affecting us on a mental, spiritual, and energetic level, right? All of those bodies are being affected. That's why when we work at one level, we're working at all of them. So today we're gonna look at this part of our body and start thinking about how are we merging our frequencies, right? We have one frequency that is contained within our bodies, right? Our physical body has one, our mental body has another one, right? But they're intertwined. Now, we want to constantly, if you're in the spiritual path, you want to constantly be raising your vibrations without rushing, because maybe your body can't contain all of that and you're going to a meltdown. You gotta go step by step. You gotta go making sure that you feel good at each level, that you understand all the lessons and how to manage that amount of energy. And then just like an upgrade, you start expanding. But if you expand too fast, it might be dangerous. So we want to continuously keep getting a higher and higher vibration, because that is going to allow us to get closer to our true powers. Our powers start awakening, right? The ability to create with our words, even with our thoughts, to manifest, the ability to really discern people, situations, ideas, right? All kinds of abilities start awakening. And obviously the best we use these abilities, if we use them for good and to help others, good, right? To help others to build, then we will be given more and more abilities as we become more responsible. So a lot of the frequencies we merge with, because everything has a frequency. A piece of fruit has a frequency, and when I eat it, I'm merging with that frequency. This camera has a frequency, and right now I'm accepting the energy that is coming from it, and I'm sending some of it too. So I'm merging with the camera. I'm constantly merging with everything I give my attention to, or something that I let into my body, right? So that's what we're going to talk about here. There are all the ports, all the different ports are in this upper dome, which is what's called prime global. And let's pick it apart, right? So for once, we have our eyes, right? And the higher we go up, the faster the changes occur, and the faster the speed of light is moving, right? So because here we're taking in pure light, something that you see can change your frequency like that. You see someone getting killed, and that will put you in a certain type of mood, and there's no way you can unsee that, right? That's why what we see is so important. We gotta make sure what type of content we're consuming. What are the people that I'm seeing throughout the day? Where is my office? What am I seeing? What am I looking at? Because that eventually are the frequency of the messages that I am receiving, and I'm merging with those things. So if I'm seeing all day, things that are making me feel down, and that are limiting, that are sad, bitter, then that's who am I gonna become, and we don't want that, right? So if we go there, we go a little bit lower. We got the nose. Obviously it's a little bit more dense in order for you to be able to smell. It's like slow down matter or energy. So it still affects you, but it doesn't affect you as fast as the eyes, right? Because once you see something, it's already there. There's nothing you can do. And with smell, kind of like too. If you smell something, it might immediately take you back to your childhood, or immediately make you puke, or people have all types of triggers to different types of smells. So that is another part in which you gotta think, what am I putting through my nose? If you live in a city, like, do you know how polluted the air is and how important it is to you? At home, are you doing aromatherapy? Do you understand how different herbs, how different resins can help you put yourself in a better state mentally, emotionally, right? It's important to know these things. Okay, we keep going down, we go into more dense matter, which is the food that we eat. And here is like, this is one of the easiest ones for you to start changing, because changing what you smell requires a lot of effort. Changing what you see requires a lot of effort, because you have to adjust everything pretty much. And I forgot to talk about higher than that is what you think, which is immediately. It just comes into your reality right away, and that one is really hard to control, because that one depends on all of these things, right? With our senses, whatever we experience with our senses, we form these thoughts, that ultimately the thoughts are what make the emotions move, and that is already the real emotion, energy in motion, that is making you shift your frequency. So basically what we're trying to do is we're trying to have a very good sense experience, so that we're constantly interacting with our senses with things that are amazing, high frequency. So then we're gonna think accordingly to our senses, and my thought are gonna be, oh, I'm so happy, I'm so healthy, I'm so at peace, because the experience has been of that. So then you release all of these chemicals, and you actually start raising your frequency. So when you go here, again, that is one of the easiest things to do, but it's the one that people resist to the most. I will make a video just about nutrition and how to adjust to yourself to a diet that is, it doesn't have to be something extreme, but it's something that is at least like the must-dos in a diet if you wanted to aid your spiritual progress. So what do we need to do? We gotta realize that we are sitting up here in our consciousness. We are the ruler of this. We are the ruler of our emotions, of our body, right? We are the ones in charge. But we have left our office of control. You left your job pretty much, because you pretty much, not you, but a lot of people pretty much allow anything to come through their eyes, anything to come through their ears, right? Anything to come to their mouth. They don't think, they don't care about if they're having like really negative thoughts, and thoughts of death, and thoughts about doing terrible things. And we gotta realize that we're in charge, and we gotta imagine that this is our country, and we cannot let just all kinds of people who are wanting to make us unhappier, make us unhealthier, to come here to steal from us, like on a genuine way. You gotta set up border patrol here. Okay, I gotta be selective with what I see. If this is not serving me, I don't care how much the mind likes it, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm gonna put a little bit of energy into researching aromatherapy. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I eat well. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that I listen to things. Okay, that was the only one. That's the other one that I didn't mention. The ears. The ears is an amazing channel for you to get a high frequency. There are many resources in sound healing that you can look. You can get a Tibetan bowl. You can listen to binaural beats. You can get all types of things, right? So it's just a matter of, okay, I'm gonna take responsibility. If you're really serious about your spirituality and to progress spiritually, then you need to learn how to raise your frequency. You gotta be doing your breath work. You gotta be doing your meditation so that you still the mind. You gotta drink tons of water. It's you gotta start with the things that you can do physically, and then once you can manage this body, because let's be honest, a lot of people are not even like, if this body were, if the body were like a child and child services came, most people would get their child taken away, because we feed this child nothing but garbage. That's a bit extreme, but you know what I'm saying. Most people are not really taking a lot of care of their body, and if you can't take care of this body, let alone take care of the mental, let alone take care of the spiritual, let alone the emotional, right? So it's like you gotta take it steps by steps. As you show that you are more responsible, then you're giving higher and higher powers and higher responsibility, right? So that's all I gotta say for you guys. If any of you have a question regarding sources or how to do something, and you're wanting to go a little bit deeper, just shoot me a message. You can find me on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. You can find me on Facebook at Pablo Borrero Ferrer, on Instagram at agent lower score Borrero. Although I'm gonna be creating another one at spirituality one with one. You can also find me at Twitter, Borrero Ferrer. Any of those channels will do, or even comment here on the YouTube channel. Also, if you want to go even deeper and have more access and learn a little bit more about shamanic practices, lucid dreaming, plant medicine, ayahuasca, there's just so much, like in-depth nutrition, esoteric knowledge, that type of stuff, then you can follow a link on the description to my Patreon page, in which basically is a place where I allow people who are really interested in what I do to get more access to me, and by doing so, supporting me, which in turn allows me to always be learning more, to be a better healer, which is what I do for a living too. Basically, it's a win-win for everyone, and it's a nice place for you to get some information, because I've been collecting this information for a while, and it's always good to have someone who you trust, because if you're watching this, I'm guessing you trust me, someone who you trust to interact with you and to prevent you from making potential setbacks or things that can slow you down that you didn't have to if you've had someone who could pointed you in the right direction. So anyway, I want to say thank you to everyone, all of you guys who made it this far into the video. You're already at a certain level. I'm sure most of them didn't even click, most of them started watching and didn't care, but if you're watching till here, there's commitment. Okay, so if you watch it till here, make sure that you take charge. Don't just consume the information and nice fun facts written down and then not take action. Don't be that guy, okay? Much love to everyone. I'll see you guys in the next episode.